sailor about the fucking flex.
So beats.
Yeah. And every day you find that true love. But when you do, you gotta keep it.
She always show love. She gon' ride for the boy in the passenger. No, I ain't no scrub. She always show love. Always there when I need it. She made me happy. She my lucky. She always show love. She gon' ride for the boy in the passenger. No, I ain't no scrub. She always show love. Always there when I need it. She made me happy. She my lucky. She my lucky. Always there when I need it. Baby girl, so loyal. I'm loving all your features. Love the way you talk, I love everything you do. Baby girl, I dance, I love the way you move. She let me post her pics, I let her ride the whip. She let me show her off, she really feeling the kid. Don't say much, that's it. I'll ride for you, girl. Baby girl, so special, I'ma give you the world. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right, I don't wanna be right. When I show you this love, it's gonna change your life.
What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite host. Nah, I think I'll save the rest of it for the real intro. But it's your boy Mo Williams tuning in. This is Give 'em Mo podcast, and that track you just heard is called Little Keepa by my homeboy, my ex-teammate, the point guard. He never really passed me the ball like that. We ain't gonna talk about it. But my boy Iamb Versa, please check him out. He just released his first video on YouTube. It's under Iamb space Versa. Please give him a listen, give him a chance. And I got another smooth episode for you. This is actually a new segment that we're trying out called Supporters Corner. So please submit me any questions or anything you want me to ask, and we're going to bring it to you every Thursday or Friday. Haven't really determined yet. Probably be Thursday more than Friday. I know Friday is payday. But tune in. What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite host doing the most of you. Know I love the boast. And this is Give 'em Mo podcast. And I am Mo Williams. And I am tuning in on an off day. And the reason why is because I wanted to start a new trend for the podcast. A new segment called the Supporters Corner, where basically everyone who supports can give me a word or a topic to talk about. And I'll talk about it briefly and give my opinion on it. So today for segment 1, my word was karma. My word was karma. We're going to speak on karma just for a little bit and how I view it. Just to jump right into it, the way I view the word karma is I use heat versus cold air. Heat versus cool. And what I mean by that is we're going to associate the negative with the heat and the positive with the cool air. And the reason why that is because when you're a positive person, it seems like things just stay low to the ground and take their time to build up. And when you do bad things, it seems like things happen fast. Now, it may seem like it would be better to do bad because you get a quicker reaction, but I can almost promise you that you don't want to do bad in this world, because karma is a beautiful thing. It will get you back. I look at karma like it's a chain of events. So when you do negativity, karma will almost allow you to keep doing negativity. It almost allows you to keep building on what you're doing. Let's say you just going around breaking into people's cars and you know, stealing out their cars and stuff like that. And then, you know, eventually you build a name for yourself, and then one day you go to do it again, and the person is in their car, you weren't paying attention, and now you're in a situation. Because what if this person got a weapon to protect themselves? You just never know what situations you can put yourself in. And being a positive person, you know, you stay low to the ground, you stay low to the earth. It's kind of like fog. It's thick. Positive energy is thick. Not saying that negative energy can't. You know, when it's humid outside, you can feel the heat, the moisture in the air. But for right now, focus on the fact that positive air is thick and it's low to the ground. So when you're dealing with a lot of positive energy, yeah, it takes longer to come back to you sometimes. Sometimes you can have instant karma, but what exactly are you expecting to receive? Now, just because you pull over and from your heart you give a homeless person, let's say $10, doesn't mean you're going to get $50 in the mail or extra $50 for your job. You could get something like a promotion. I remember the times that I'd be like, oh, I need to make more money. I need to make more money. Should I get another job? And lo and behold, a promotion or something would come out of nowhere that would give me more money. But it wasn't an instant thing. It was something that I still had to work for, but it's still what I asked for. It just didn't come in the form of money the way I thought it would. It generally doesn't. So I'm not saying that you can't receive money or material things, but it's like I referenced before. You may be driving on the road late at night and you may be distracted or sleepy, and somebody might blow their horn or something may happen to scare you and wake you up and get your brain reactivated and you don't harm yourself. That's a blessing, because you could have drove off the road and injure yourself by not paying attention. But Tony also asked me to focus on, why do people believe that they can do negative things and receive good things? I think that's more of a complex in the brain, but I also believe that since doing bad reaps reward quicker, so to speak, that they get used to that feeling. When you're used to doing bad things to people, it generally becomes a snowball effect, and it just builds up and it builds up and it builds up. But what you don't know is that now you almost created an avalanche, and you're going to get hit by that eventually. Now, this doesn't mean that, because as good people, we have chain of events that just go wrong in our lives sometimes. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. That just means that's just your storm that you have to weather to get to the other side. Because you may be the person that somebody do bad to. You are on the opposite side of that karma. Okay, unfortunately, they was able to break into your car, but they will reap what they sow, just like you will reap the rewards of being patient. And it may hurt your feelings at first, but I always tell people your reaction determines what comes. Stuff like that. I remember when I first used to get cars, and you'll see a scratch on them, and it used to just hurt your feelings. Who put this scratch on my car? This, and that. You'll never find out. And then now, as long as you haven't dented my car or stuff like that, if I get a scratch on it, I'm okay. I'll keep moving along. Now, it may bother me for 5 to 10 minutes, but it used to bother me for days. It used to bother me for weeks. Used to go out there, look straight at that stretch. But when you park your car somewhere, you ain't no telling what somebody will do. Somebody might bump your car. Somebody might rub up against your car. Quite frankly, somebody can key your car. That happened to me before. I parked in the parking lot at the epicenter of Town Charlotte, and I don't know what happened. I came back out. Somebody had put an X on the side of the car. I didn't do nothing to no one. I ain't bothering nobody. That's just how they felt. Ain't nothing I could do about it. I mean, even if I go and tell them to rewind the cameras, the process would be so long that, is it really worth it? We might not even figure out who did it then. But, I was on the opposite side of their negative karma. I had to deal with it. And who knows? We're not perfect, so we all could have done something to spark this. I know we like to feel like we do everything right. I know we all like to feel like we are little angels walking around here, but we're not. We do something wrong eventually. Whether it is you're talking to your significant other and you had a bad day and you just snap on them and they didn't do nothing to you. That's a common thing. Or, things just not going right in your life and you just start taking it out on the people around you. Even though the things in your life is not going right, you are still building a negative karma because there are things around you that did not do it to you. You're supposed to confide in those things, not use and abuse those things when you're having a bad day. So, in order to reverse your karma, there's a few ways. You can be a good person. That's the easiest way. You can, if you're a religious person, you can get down there. You can pray, get on your knees and pray. Ask for forgiveness, whatever process you have. I'm not going to tell you that. Some use the form of meditation, and then you have what we call numerology, and numerology it's just a study of numbers. It's not as extreme as astrology and all the other things that you may heard me talk about in episode 2, but it's really simple. Basically, and I'll just tell you quick, basically the day you were born is your karmatic number. So I was born on the 9th. So if I look at karmatic number 9, then it'll tell me, what this number means as far as my karma. And that is the way. They also give you ways to reverse your karma. But in a simple sense, if you just live life right and weather your storms, you won't have to really do much. Being a good person is easy. Being a bad person is easier. It's easy to be a bad person. Sometimes it's a little harder to be a good person because people will try you left and right. And you just got to weather those storms. You just got to let them have it. You know what? You got it. If that's what you feel, you got it. And a lot of times, if you just tell a person they got it, it almost confuses them because when a person's doing wrong to somebody, sometimes they want you to feel pain. And when you don't, it confuses them. The enemy attack you in different ways. The enemy will attack you in so many different ways, and you never really know what they want. They may just want you to cry for momentarily, or they may want your feelings to be hurt for forever. And then when you don't give them the response that they want, they almost feel defeated because they went through this whole trial and error of making your life miserable, and they couldn't do nothing to you. So these are my views on karma. This is the Supporters Corner. Feel free to give any comments. I still don't know when I'm going to release this. May do this every Thursday. May do this every Friday. I'll notify everyone and let you know. This is your boy, Mo Williams. It's your favorite host doing the most. And you know I love to boast. This is Giving Mo Podcast. This is the Supporters Corner, episode 1. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a blessed day.
You gotta keep it.
She always show love. She gon' ride for the boy in the passenger. No, I ain't no scrub. She always show love. Always down when I need it. She made me happy. She my lucky. She always show love. She gon' ride for the boy in the passenger. No, I ain't no scrub. She always show love. Always down when I need it. She made me happy. She my lucky. She my lucky, always down when I need it. Baby girl, so loyal, I'm loving all your features. Love the way you talk, I love everything you do. Baby girl, I dance, I love the way you move. She let me post the pics, I let her ride the whip. She let me show her off, she really feeling the kid. Don't say much, that's it, I'll ride for you, girl. Baby girl, so special, I'ma give you the world. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. When I show you this love, it's gonna change your life. It's gonna change your life. She always show love. She gon' ride for the boy in the passenger. No, I ain't no scrub. She always show love. Always down when I need it. She made me happy. She my lucky. She always show love. She gon' ride for the boy in the passenger. No, I ain't no scrub. She always show love. Always down when I need it. She made me happy. She my lucky. She my lucky. She my lucky.